Dayton Dance Initiative will present 5 new dance works this Friday and Saturday in a show called The Light in Between. Patrick Lennon is a member of Dayton Ballet, and he's also a dancer and choreographer with DDI.
Dayton Dance Initiative is a summer dance company here in the Dayton area. We're comprised of dancers from Dayton Ballet, Dayton Contemporary Dance Company, Mutual Dance Theater in Columbus, and some Wright State graduates as well. We come together when our seasons are over at our respective companies, and we put on a production at the PNC Annex. So it's all new original works.
Patrick's work is a retelling of a biblical story, and he's collaborating on the piece with Austin Jaquith, a Cedarville University professor and a composer of concert works, film scores, and dance music.
I decided to tackle the Cain and Abel story from Genesis. It's a piece I've wanted to do for a long time, and I really liked the process of working with somebody on a completely original piece, so both original music and original choreography. And Austin, I was a big fan of his work from Dracula Bloodlines and The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, which were 2 ballets that I danced in for Dayton Ballet, and I approached him with the idea, and it was great to see he was on board, and we started working from there.
So I was immediately sold on the idea, and he told me his concept of the piece, which was to just be very careful with the story and tell it as it appears in Genesis, and I thought that sounds like a really good idea. It's a compelling story. It's a dramatic story.
We kind of started, talking details of the outline of the piece, how many dancers, different kind of emotional points that we wanted to hit within the music and the choreography. And then he invited me to his office some weeks after that and was able to show me some of what he had been working on. We were able to kind of talk of, this is going great, and then maybe at this point we go in this direction. And I definitely didn't want to step on his toes. He's a phenomenal composer, but there were definitely some kind of emotional points that I felt like, if we can get this right, I think this will really hammer home the story and the feel of the piece.
And Patrick supplied a very detailed sequence of events that filled in some of the gaps that you get in the story. The biblical story is actually really short if you just read it. His fleshing out of the direction of the piece and where it would go was very helpful. One thing that dance really brings to telling stories is you get to really involve yourself in the moment in a way that doesn't happen in film. When you have an action in film, you go through the action, then it's over and you move on. But with dance, you linger on things and kind of blow individual moments up. And so he gives me these moments to focus on. And then rather than writing music that goes through the events moment by moment, I write music that reflects on the moment.
Besides composing the music, Austin is also creating the soundtrack that the dancers will perform to. He's recording individual musicians and mixing their performances together.
Yes, there are 6 live musicians, and I use them all to full capacity. So, for instance, I hired 1 violinist, but there's as many as 7 violin parts at a time. I hired 1 cellist, but there's often 4 cello parts, and likewise horn, trumpet, and trombone, and a flute player. So it doesn't sound quite like an orchestra, but it's quite dynamic with these live musicians that I've recorded. And so I produced and mixed those in my studio in Cedarville.
It just, it adds so much to it, and just a really lifelike element. And there's something about the human element of playing an instrument that the best music programs do a decent job, but they can never quite fully match. So it's been great to have the real musicians recorded.
Patrick and Austin's collaboration is just one of several new works that will be performed later this week by Dayton Dance Initiative.
It's a really great way to see a lot of both emerging and established choreographers. All the pieces are new. The show has a really good variety of moods and emotions, so you're going to get some more dramatic pieces like mine, but also some more uplifting and fun sections of dance. There's a lot of great movement that you can come see.
Dayton Dance Initiative will perform this Friday and Saturday, June 26th and 27th, at the PNC Annex in downtown Dayton. Tickets are available at daytonlive.org. I'm Adam Alonzo. Arts Focus is a production of listener-supported Discover Classical.